That's what day it is today. Happy Sunday wherever you are. Bunch of turkey out there in the field. Woohoo! You know how I always love to look for the wildlife. Got to see if there's any turkey or deer. Oh my gosh, wouldn't that be so awesome if there was a bear over there? Oh, I would love that. I mean, you know, sad for the people who live close to the bear, but anywho, beautiful day out there. Did over 15 minutes in the river. I don't even feel that cold right now. With that 2-day break, you guys, I was a little nervous because I was a little nervous about coming back today because like we did the 30 days and I really had such a different experience from the cold by the time we got to 30 that it didn't feel as cold as what I had been used to when we first started that. And so I was a little nervous because I took these last 2 days off. I took Friday and Saturday off. And I was a little nervous about how cold it was going to be today. But man, I feel like a fucking champion right now. Pardon my language. But I'm very excited and I feel very good. You guys have no idea how bad I wanted to come out here for dip 31, 32, 33. Like I honestly did not want to stop. I have to make peace with that because it was really hard for me to not just keep barreling through. And then I told my friend Shay, I was like, I have to prove to everybody else I'm not addicted to this by not going because maybe I'm a little addicted. You know, I really just love the way it makes me feel. Like my mental wherewithal, like how great I feel. I'm super happy, super chipper. I mean, I'm that way regardless, but like it just brings it up, kicks it up another notch for me. Takes it to a whole nother level. And it's always nice to get recharged with your crew, have some laughs, have some fun, you know, stuff like that. It's just a good time for me. Like it refills my cup, it replenishes me type activity. My body feels better because like after surviving last Monday when I got really, really sick and I still cold dipped through, this last week has been brutal for me. Like my whole family got it. And so that's also been exhausting because I've been having to, do you like my glasses? They're for St. Patrick's Day. Sorry, I just had to say. Got to get in the vibe for the St. Patrick's mood. St. Patty's. But anyways, my whole family's been sick. And so it's just been really exhausting because I've also had to take care of them while I've been exhausted and sick myself. You know, it is what it is, mom life. But what do you do to take care of yourself? You know, like what do you do to refill your cup? You know, for me, this is how I refill my cup to take on the next activities of this week, to take on whatever comes my way. This helps my mental capacity to take on serious stuff or whatever, you know, like sometimes it's a shitty week or it's, you know, it's a mental thing. It's however you perceive it, but it can still be shitty, you know, so this just really turns it around for me. Like whatever kind of mood I felt before I went, I do not have that mood no more. I am not that person that I was when I first went. So I'm very grateful for that because it is really nice to have like this just little mood changer, game changer. It doesn't involve alcohol. It doesn't involve going shopping. You know, it's just a natural release of endorphins and it's just it feels really good. I feel really good right now. I am really shocked at how I'm not that cold right now. Like I would have expected to be a lot colder than I am, but it feels really good. Feels really good. I was so nervous about what those 2 days off how that was gonna affect me because we've been coming every single day. So it made it so that it was easier and easier every time that we would come. It just diminished like how the seriousness of how cold it felt. I didn't double dunk. You can see my hairs are all dry. I wanted to dunk, but then it's like windy out here and it's chilly. When it's windy, it just kicks things up a whole nother level in a way that's not as fun. And I'm like, you know, I'm still in recovery from being sick, so it's cool. We'll just go ahead and call it. And that's my excuse and that's my story and I'm sticking to it. But it is true, you know, that I have been sick and literally this is the best my voice has sounded like all week. I literally sounded like I smoke a muffler. I don't know what that sounds like, but it sounded bad. It sounded not good. It sounded like I was really suffering and I was. But at least for me, like I have a way to find a little ray of sunshine even on a cloudy day. Other than myself, of course, I am the ray of sunshine. I am today especially. Man, this weekend I've been able to eat a little bit more than I was because I wasn't even hardly able to eat one meal a day. So it was like really, it's not fun when you can't eat, or obviously when you can't taste things. I could taste. I didn't have the Rona, but I'm just saying I have had the Rona and I have lost my taste, and I'll never forget that, because when you can't taste how delicious food is, it really changes life and the joys in life, I feel like. Well, like, through my stomach is the way to my heart, just like it is other people's, you know what I'm saying? Don't you show your love through cooking? Well, I do when I cook. Of course, I have to cook 3 freaking meals on the weekend a day when the kids are home, but when they go to school, they obviously eat at school, so that's nice. It's a nice little dishwashing break from mommy. And these hands, these jazz hands. Well, I don't really know what to say. Not a whole lot has happened these last couple of days because I have been laying low, which is hard for me to do because I'm such a mover and a shaker and I like to get shit done. I am always running from one activity to the next, whether it involves me or my kids. So it was kind of nice to just be able to, like, collectively reset and restart and, you know, kind of give my body a chance to recover, because I always put it through, like, hard things. So, you know, people have some interesting things to think about me and say about me because of the activity choices I take on. I think it makes me more fun. I think it makes me colorful and less boring, because I think boring, to be called boring, is like, ooh. I mean, there are lots of things a person doesn't want to be called, but are they really offensive? Like, some of the words that people call people, I'm like, that doesn't bother me. I'm like, sorry for your luck. Like, I know you thought you were going to hurt my feelings with that, but that didn't work. Actually, I am one, so I'm glad we both know this. And so you want me to be offended by that? No, not going to happen. I am offended by people calling me lazy. That is a word that will really get me fired up, but it's like impossible for people to say to me. So it's like, unless you're just looking to start a fight with me, then, you know, really you just can't really say much to me, because I'm just like, boring. But if you said I was boring too, that would also be highly offensive, because who wants to be boring? Did you guys ever watch 6 Feet Under? That was such a good show on HBO. It's kind of an older show. I want to say around the Sopranos time, maybe before Sopranos. I can't remember. 6 Feet Under, if you haven't watched it and you're bored and you need something to watch, I would definitely highly recommend 6 Feet Under. It's kind of sad, you know. It's based off of a funeral home, so if you understand what that vibe is. But it's still a good show regardless. My point for telling you that was what? I had a point. It's a good show. Other than that, I did have a point for why I was telling you that. Oh, I do remember now. When the episode starts, it usually starts off by showing you how the person became unalived. And in one of the episodes, this lady was making her husband breakfast, and he droned on and on and on. And obviously, this had been the nature of their relationship, that she considered him to be quite boring. And so one day, she just hit him over the head with a frying pan, and that was the end of that story for him. But my key takeaway from that was that boring can get you unalived. So I'm like, ooh, I don't want to be boring. No, I don't want to be bored, and I don't want to be boring. So this guy next to me was wearing shorts. So obviously he thinks it's not that cold out today. I'm wearing a swimsuit. He's wearing shorts. Look at that weather. So anyways, just wanted to steer off the so serious conversation. But it's a good show. It's you should check it out if you haven't seen it before. I like it. I've liked it. I mean, I've watched it before. I haven't watched it anytime recently because I don't really watch a lot of TV these days. I try not to. Oh, although I did watch that new movie because while I've been sick, I thought it was a perfect and perfectly reasonable time to watch television, because usually I have all these reasons I tell myself that, oh, you have this you should do, you have that you should do, like don't sit down and watch TV, it's a waste of time. So I don't usually watch a lot of TV, but I did watch that new movie, Damsel. I thought it was pretty good. You know, it wasn't that bad. I watched that new Adam Sandler movie where he's in space with the spider. Conflicting reviews on that one. Wasn't the worst I've ever seen. The ending was sad though, because I do love spiders. I don't know if you remember me telling you I have over 16 tarantulas. Well, you know, I may be considered a weirdo to you, but you know, somebody's got to love those four-legged creatures. They do serve a purpose, and I do love spiders. I don't necessarily need them on me. We don't have that kind of relationship, I'm just saying, but like, I do love them. And my favorite spider is the jumping spider. Like, oh my God. Yes. Their little eyes and their little movements. Oh, they just literally make me, I shouldn't say make, but they really bring me so much joy to my life when I see their little, and the way they move and their curious nature. I love jumping spiders. I do. I love them so much. Like, they're just, yeah. Anyways, I used to have two, but one of them passed. One of them I actually found on my door handle when I was coming home from after I picked up the kids from school. I was just getting ready to stick my key into the door and put my hand on the door, and the jumping spider moved. They got it moved right before I was getting ready to stick my hand on my door handle. So, and then guess what? He became our little pet. And he's still alive and thriving. And we've had him since, I want to say September, October. And the funny thing about that was we had just bought a jumping spider for $30. And then I found one for free on my door. So I was like, yes, I won the lottery, man. That was my kind of winning right there. Most people wouldn't have appreciated it to the extent that I do and did. But I love spiders. So, yay, we made it home. We made it all the way home. I missed you guys so much because, you know, it's our jam to spend time together down at that cold-ass river. Woo! With your favorite Spokane's cold dipper right here in the cove. Can you see what a great mood I am? Oh, my gosh. You guys, I was literally telling some of my crew. I think it was like Thursday we did the cold. I dipped with my cold group. I can't remember what day it was I dipped with my group. But I remember one of the days I met with them, I literally wanted to crawl into a ball on my yoga mat, because usually I bring my yoga mat to set my clothes on or to sit on while we're waiting for people to get their gear ready or whatever it is. When I go by myself, obviously, you know how I roll. I just go right in. But I just wanted to roll into a ball like a potato bug and just rock back and forth because I felt so shitty. I did not want a cold dip at all, but I was like, if I wasn't on those 30 days, we would not have done it. It is like literally one of the maybe third or fourth, fifth worst colds I've ever experienced besides the Rona. I mean, sometimes you just don't forget how bad you get sick, but man, that was just so brutal. I don't want to complain about being sick. That's not fun. I'm just saying that it was difficult and I survived it. And it's proof that sometimes you just have to go the extra mile and you will come out a better person for it. I don't know. Maybe not every time. I don't recommend, you know, doing the most like I do. But you know how I always say I have to find out for myself. And on that note, thank you very much for finding out with me and coming on those adventures. Thank you for showing the love by liking, commenting, and subscribing. It really means a lot to me because I'm just a little old me over here in Spokane. So thank you so much. To the next adventure, friend. Peace out, yo. Love you. Bye.